Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Jamaica 0, Mexico 3 in the 2023 CONCACAF Gold Cup Semifinals. Jamaica 0, Mexico 3 en las semifinales de la Copa Oro de la CONCACAF. Mexico, the way better side. They punched Jamaica in the mouth. Jamaica got shell-shocked. They got desperate, and they didn't play their game. It all blew up in Jamaica's face. That is exactly what happened tonight in Jamaica. The game blew up in their face. Mexico showed their power, and Mexico looked like their normal old selves, like they have for most of this tournament, but against a really good team. And I'll give Mexico their due, but first off, goals were scored as follows. In the second minute, Henry Martin scores. Ball crossed in. Martin is open. Nobody's on him. Two defenders are converging as he kicks the ball, but he pops it into the net past Andre Blake to make it 1-0. 0-1 Mexico. And it just gets worse from there. Mexico keeps punching Jamaica in the mouth. Jamaica can't really build anything. They give away a free kick. Luis Chavez takes a free kick. Banger. Golazo, top bins in the 30th minute. Luis Chavez does it again. Banger of a free kick. Wonderful shot. Top bins past Andre Blake. Makes it 0-2. 2-0 Mexico. That's the way we go into the half. 0-2, 2-0. And then 90 plus 3. Roberto Alvarado. Piojo Alvarado gets the tap in and pops the ball into the net to make it 3-0. 0-3. Mexico. They get there. Dagger to the heart. With a minute left of stoppage time, 3-0's your final, 0-3. Mexico will move on to the final to play Panama, who beat USA on penalties 5-1 after drawing 1-1. Yeah, I got both games wrong on my predictions. I'm 0 for 2 in my semifinal predictions. I will do my small semifinal recap, or really just a final prediction for tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Friday, because I got something to cover on Thursday that isn't the semifinals. So we'll go on from there. With that being said, as this game goes, the stats are as follows. 8 shots to 13, 3 shots on goal to 5, 45% possession to 55% possession, 307 passes to 379 passes, 70% pass accuracy to 77, 15 fouls to 11, 1 offside to 3, 3 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 3 corners to 8. Listen, all right? Mexico did what they had to do. They scored early. They punched Jamaica in the mouth. They let Jamaica, and I guarantee you the referees probably would have been crap. Had Jamaica had this go to a draw for 60, 70 minutes, they would have just kept on pushing the pace and heating it up and making some bad calls, considering Panama made the final. They didn't want to lose both the big sides. They didn't. So, listen to me. Mexico did their job, though. This was a clean win. They won what they deserved to win. They were the better team. It was a clean game, clean win for Mexico. They were the better side. They played throughout this 90 minutes, and honestly, the only thing they needed to do was dominate the first 45. That's what they did. Then they dropped back, said, hey, Jamaica, let's see if you could score 2 goals before we score a third. Guess what? They couldn't score anything before Mexico scored a third. They let Jamaica play with the ball, push it forward. They had a couple of chances, but really, Jamaica only looked good in the second half slightly because Mexico let them. That's all that is. Mexico let Jamaica look good. Because, to be honest, there was no way in hell, none, Jamaica was scoring 2 goals before Mexico scored a third. They didn't. I was right about that as the game was going on. Jamaica looked like they just were so shell-shocked and desperate they couldn't get anything to come off. Mikel Antonio did not look good. Leon Bailey looked overrated tonight. Damari Gray, quiet. A ghost. Lottie Baudier, not that good. The 2-man midfield got absolutely ran. Roughshod. It was not good enough. The tactics just absolutely blew up in Jamaica's face. The back line was a little bit more calamitous than I thought it would be. But let's be honest, the Guatemala game was a warning shot. They struggled with Guatemala just like they struggled with Mexico, but Mexico's no Guatemala. Mexico going to score goals, especially under Jimmy Lozano. We should have known. We should have legitimately known that this game was going to be a war. But not just a war. We should have known this game was going to be a total fight. And Jamaica got knocked out in the first minute. They got knocked out in the first round. They were on the ground, and the referee let them get pummeled for another 30 minutes. And then they let Jamaica get checked. They ring the bell for the second round, and it's just, they throw these weak punches, but they throw enough punches. But in football, you don't win on decisions. You win on goals. You win on the punches you land. You win on the knockouts you land. That's the difference. So if this was boxing, they might have won on the scorecard. Sadly enough, not in football. They got knocked out and they should have been TKO'd, but they weren't because this referee, or the referee in the boxing situation, of course, was crap. So the referee tonight on the game was not. I was just making a joke about, boxing, You got my point. With that being said, Mexico did what they had to do. I didn't expect Mexico to look this good tonight. I thought that Jamaica would show their fight, show their class, and show that they can, even if they lose, it will be close. No, Jamaica came out and got smacked. Mexico knew they needed to score early. And they needed to just keep throwing punch after punch after punch. And once they basically just absolutely pummeled Jamaica for the world to see, they were like, okay, let's see you throw a knockout punch. They didn't. Mexico did enough work that they didn't need to play the other 45 minutes. They just were out on the pitch, going through the motions. Legitimately. That's how good Mexico was in the first half. So dominant that they could just go through the motions in the next 45. And that's all they did. Mexico deservedly went to the final. Or is going to the final. And I can't believe that I thought it would be easy for Jamaica. I was wrong. I didn't expect Jamaica to get punched in the face like that. I thought they would fight. They didn't. They were just not even a speed bump on the Lamborghini's road to the final. Qatar was a speed bump. This was a bump, if anything. They still sped through them. A cone. They got ran over. That's all this was. Jamaica disappointed me. I am disappointed in Jamaica. They should have been better. They should have fought harder, but they didn't. I am disappointed in Jamaica. Now, first off, do not, and I mean do not, and I've heard people were saying this, do not think that Tapa Whitmore would have got Jamaica to this point. He would not have. Hal Grimson's not the problem here. It was the players who bottled and ghosted. It's not Hal Grimson's fault. He put out the tactics. He thought he had an idea, but the players ghosted. Do not blame Jaime or Hal Grimson here. If you do, you're wrong. Tapa or Paul Hall would have never brought Jamaica to this Gold Cup semifinal. Maybe Simos would have. I think he probably would have. Not Tapa, not Paul Hall. Don't tell me. Now, if you said Simos would probably be a better manager than Hal Grimson, fair. But don't blame. Don't play that game. Don't play that game that Tapa Whitmore is better than Jaime or Hal Grimson. I swear, do not play that game. Do not. With that being said, though, Mexico did what they had to do. And they showed that they still have some fight and heart left. And they may just win the Gold Cup at this point because I don't see Panama beating Mexico. I don't. But I'll make my prediction on Friday. But Mexico's got the catbird seat here. It's what they dreamed of before this tournament started. They got a clear path. Clearer path than what it would have been if it was U.S. or Canada. They got a clear path. They gotta execute. And that's why they probably played so hard. They know that whoever came out of the semifinal had the better chance to win the cup after the U.S. lost on penalties. They knew it. That's probably why they were hyped and played the way they did. Probably helps. So we'll find out on Sunday. But we got one Gold Cup game left, 2 teams left in Gold Cup contention. One will be champion. Mexico for the 9th time or Panama for the 1st. With that being said, man of the match for me, Henry Martin. He set the tone. He got the win, winning goal. Good for Henry, man of the match. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a reaction to the Mark Anthony K for Latif Blessing deal between New England and Toronto FC. And then on Friday, I'll predict the Gold Cup final. Saturday, I'll see you for Toronto versus Chicago. Or Chicago versus Toronto. And I'll see you on Sunday for the Gold Cup final. So with that being said, that's what we got. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. Congratulations, Mexico. Felicitaciones. Commiserations, Jamaica. We got 2 teams left. Also, congratulations to Panama. Felicitaciones, commiserations to the U.S. So we got 2 left. Let's see who the champion will be. I'm out. Peace.